I awake to the warmth of Cowdy pressed against me, much like the morning before, and let out a content breath. I lie still for several moments more, gathering my thoughts as I wake up further. So far, today seemed better than yesterday, at least. You just woke up— oh, but I guess, yeah, I played my thoughts early in the morning. I get that, never mind. Then a knock comes to the door. Good morning. I made some breakfast if you two want any. I take a deep breath, lifting my free hand to rub my face. Thanks, Nikki. We'll be done in a few minutes. As I groggily call back, Cowdy shifts against me, letting out a quiet breath shortly afterward. Is it morning already? Blinking, I look down at her, resting still atop my chest. Still tired? She nestles her cheek against my chest. Mm-hmm. With a soft smile, I bring a hand to her head, gently stroking her hair. She was so cute sometimes. How true that is. Do you want to skip breakfast? We can just lounge for a while. Actually, there too. Sorry, bit of a grammar nonce. I'm supposed to be providing feedback before this is released, okay? Maybe I should be a little more, like, adamant about pointing out mistakes. We can just lounge for a while. If you didn't have for, the a while would actually be correct. If you just said we can lounge a while, that means we can lounge for a short time. But saying we can lounge for a while, you actually need a space between a and while. Just so you know. So either remove the for, or put a space between a and while for that to be correct. Cowdy doesn't respond right away, and for a few seconds I think she might have drifted back to sleep, but with a soft shake of her head, she quietly exhales. That's okay. We can get up. Part of me can't help but feel disappointed as Cowdy turns and starts to sit up, my side suddenly feeling much cooler. Then, I watch as she clasps her hands together and stretches her arms high above her head, shifting one shoulder higher, then the other, giving her back a nice arch. It was a pleasant sight, and I don't feel as bad anymore. As Cowdy gets out of bed, I start to sit up myself, watching as she walks over to her clothes. So, what's the plan today, Cowdy? Looking back at me, she blushes. Why are you watching me? I was not subtle this time! Because you're beautiful. Because you're in your panties. Staring intensifies. Well, obviously, okay, of these, the only one that I feel won't get me in trouble, or might not, is because you're beautiful. So I'm going with that. Why wouldn't I watch you? You're beautiful. Cowdy scoffs, shaking her head. Pervert. You're lucky I like you. Though after that, she pauses. I guess, after breakfast, we contact the others, set up a time to meet together? You still want them to know then? She nods. Yeah, I still think they should. We don't know what might happen. What might happen? What do you mean? Cowdy sighs. Come on, don't be stupid. Stupid? I get out of bed, lightly ruffling a hand through my hair. Look, Cowdy, we don't know that anything else is going to happen. What happened with my motorcycle could have just been an accident. She huffs. Unlikely. You said it yourself. Bikes don't usually just break like that. You take care of it, don't you? I mean, yeah. And it worked just fine on our way to the mall, didn't it? Yeah. Then why do you keep denying that something might happen again? Because... Her expression hardens slightly further. Are you really going to argue with me? Look, I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want you to stop worrying. I kept you safe, didn't I? I promise you'll be fine. Cowdy gasps, tensing up. Seconds later, her eyes narrow on me. I'm not worried about me, idiot! What? What, you think I think people are suddenly after me? I'm not the one with data to a core that could change the world. She has a fair point. Cowdy. No, shut up! Just... She sharply points toward the door. Get out so I can get dressed! I hesitate a moment, watching Cowdy. She's flushed and angry, though I can see fear hidden beneath the burning in her eyes, her hand trembling as she points at the door. Aw. I want to step forward and hold her, tell her everything's going to be alright, but it seems like she's heard that enough for now. I still kinda want him to step forward, or like give me the option. I feel bad that she's all scared for me. With a defeated sigh, I finally look away, nodding, like that's really sweet. I pass by her without another word and carefully slip into the hallway, quietly closing the door behind me. So that's why she wanted to stay with me that night. Again, it wasn't that like she was scared. It was that she wanted to be with me more. Aw, yeah. There I leaned back against the wall, tilting my head back and closing my eyes, taking in a deep breath. I couldn't say that Cowdy was wrong, but I was afraid to consider that she might have been right. I've thought for a while that someone might have tampered with my bike, but was it really over the core and its secrets? And would they really try something again? A voice calls from downstairs. Your eggs are getting cold! After taking another breath and slowly letting it out, I open my eyes again and straighten up. I would have to apologize to Cowdy later. I hate seeing her so scared, but to think she was scared for me. After another few seconds, I make my way down the stairs. Downstairs, I am greeted by the smell of eggs, sausage, and toast. My stomach quietly growls, and I nod slightly in agreement. Stepping into the kitchen, I see Nikki at the sink, washing off her plate. She looks back at me with a smile. There you are. I was starting to think you fell asleep again. Grab a plate and serve yourself. I left it on the burner, so it should still be warm enough. Alright, thanks, Nikki. With a little she turns her attention back to her cleaning. After grabbing a plate from the cupboard, I scoop myself some eggs and take a couple sausages, then a slice of now cold toast. It would still taste fine. I walk over to the table and take a seat, scooting my chair in before starting to eat. Half a minute later, it occurs to me that Nikki's plate should be clean by now. I glance back to catch her looking at me, and she casually looks away, turning off the sink and setting her plate aside to dry. Yes? Nikki perks up. What is it? What's what? You keep looking at me. What? No, I don't. I weakly smile. Is something bothering you, Nikki? She maintains her facade for a few seconds longer before sighing, her innocent expression turning to a frown. It's just... Are you two fighting? I thought I heard fighting. I perk up. Nikki wasn't supposed to hear that. No, we're not fighting, Nikki. I just misunderstood something. It upset Cowdy, but it'll be okay. I'm just gonna give her a little space. Nikki groans. Alright, just don't mess this up, okay? I actually like her, and when's the next time you're gonna get someone to like you like that anyway? With a quiet chuckle, I get up, walking over to Nikki and giving her a hug. I'll do my best, Nikki. When have I ever let you down? A small giggle escapes her, and she hugs me back. I don't think you really want me to answer that. After another chuckle and an affectionate squeeze, I let go, stepping back. So don't worry about me so much. Worry about yourself. After all, don't you have a boyfriend of your own now? A faint blush crosses her cheeks. I do, you're right. But if you ever need to talk, I'm here, okay? I warmly smile, nodding. Of course, Nikki. Same to you. Well, I'm gonna go get some homework out of the way so I can go out later. I'll be in my room if you need me. Cool. With one last smile, Nikki's gone, and I return to my breakfast in silence. For as much as I might tease her, she's a good sister, and I'm lucky to have her. Sorry, mouth is all dry. After another couple minutes, I take my empty plate over to the sink to wash it off. Cowdy steps into the kitchen shortly afterward. Looking at her, I offer a small smile and nod. Hey, Nikki said to just grab a plate and some eggs and sausage. Cowdy nods, stepping up to the cupboards and opening one, then the next, before pulling out a plate. I sent a group text out to the team, Yuna and Valerie too. Since a lot of places on campus won't be open, I figured we could meet around lunchtime at the diner. I nod. Alright, that sounds good. What are we gonna do until then? She doesn't respond right away, putting some food onto her plate. I'm gonna take the bus home. Shower, change clothes, relax a little. I blink and my smile falters somewhat. You okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. She will be fine. I pause a few seconds, then step up behind Cowdy. Setting a hand on her hip, I lean in and kiss her opposite cheek. I'll leave you be then. Text or call me if you need anything, okay? She doesn't say anything, simply nodding. Though I'm left feeling uncertain, I figure Cowdy knows what's best for herself, and I make my way out of the kitchen, leaving her be. She brings up a good point, though. I could really use a shower right now. Transition. Taking a drink. My shower didn't provide me with much solace. I believe the word you were looking for there is solace, spelled S-O-L-A-C-E. Solace, I think, means like only or alone, something like that. It's like rarely used, I believe. And solace, again, S-O-L-A-C-E, is more, yeah, like that feeling of comfort. So that's definitely something changed. But shower didn't provide me with much solace. I kept thinking about Cowdy and the bike incident, and what that might lead to. If she was so concerned about it, maybe there really was reason for concern. Gosh, I hated the thought. Once I'm finished with my shower, I dry off, get dressed, and head into my bedroom. For now, I just have to put those thoughts behind me. What else can I really do other than try to be careful? I pick up my phone and check my messages, finding a text from Cowdy. Hey, Valerie said she wouldn't be able to make it to the meeting. Fill her in? Yeah, no problem. I scroll through my contacts until I find Valerie's name, then click to send a text. Cowdy said you couldn't make it to the meeting. Basically, some bad stuff happened with my bike, and yesterday we almost got into an accident, but we're okay. I also kinda wiped Eagle's core. I don't want the overdrive on it anymore. Straight to the point. Just after I hit send, I get an incoming call from Sho. With a smile, I answer it. Hello? Broseph! How's it going? I chuckle, lightly shaking my head. You can always count on Sho to be cheerful. Could be worse, man. Could be worse. How about you? Well, my day just got a whole lot better. Why's that? See, Cowdy texted us and said we were going to the diner. You know what that means! Quality time with friends? What does that mean? Let me guess. It starts with a D. I'm gonna go with that. Is it dongos? Yeah, that's what I thought. Sho almost shouts the word dongos before I finish speaking. I laugh, rolling my eyes. Oh, Sho. Of course it is. Hey man, I'm just being real. But that's what I was calling you about. You weren't included in the mass text, so I wanted to make sure you were aware. Sounded like something involving the whole team. Yeah, kinda. Kinda? What do you mean? Cowdy already tell you? Well... There's a pause on the line, then a gasp. You're involved in the thing! I was involved in the thing. Dude, give me spoilers! Is it good news? If it's bad, am I still allowed to make jokes? Do we need to dress up? No. Play it by ear with Cowdy and... Oh. No. Play it by ear with Cowdy, and preferably in clothes, yes. Addressing each individual question. Got it, will do, and done. Hopefully it's not too bad, whatever it is. Honestly, hard to say at this point, but she thinks it's important for you guys to know. Alright, Broseph. Well, I'll go grab a shower, then see if Maya wants to go together. See you in a bit. Also, maybe I'm misremembering now. But, I feel like Broseph was capitalized earlier, and here it's not. I would just make it consistent, either capitalize Broseph or don't capitalize Broseph. I mean, obviously, if it's beginning a sentence, capitalize it. But otherwise, like, either treat it as a proper noun and capitalize it, or don't. That kind of thing. You too, Sho. Later! We hang up, and I check my messages again. Valerie had responded. Oh, well that's a surprise, but I'm sure you have your reasons. I'll see what I can do for your core. Glad you're okay. Thanks, Valerie. You're the best. I know. With a small smirk, I slip my phone into my pocket, letting out a quiet breath. I've got some time before we're supposed to meet up, but I have to keep in mind that I don't have my bike. Maybe it'd be best to follow Nikki's example and get some studying out of the way. Yeah, probably. Good plan, me. A little after noon, I step into the diner, glancing around for the others. It isn't long before I see Sho looking back at me, waving an arm to get my attention. With a light smile, I head over to join them. I offer a small nod of greeting as I take a seat at the table. Most of them offer me a smile. You're late. Yeah, sorry. I'm not used to not having my bike. Sho perks up. Oh no, your baby! Is she... I weakly smile, glancing at the others in turn. That's actually kinda why we're here. No! The poor thing! She was so young! So young! Sho, would you be quiet? This is serious! Sho sheepishly smiles, and when he looks at me, I raise my eyebrows as though to say, I told you to be careful. Sorry, Cowdy. I'll be quiet now. Excuse me, Cowdy, but why is it we're meeting today? Mayu shuffles a little uncomfortably. I'd like to know, too. Cowdy takes a breath, letting it out in a huff as she looks at me. Go ahead. I stiffen slightly as all eyes turn to me. I thought Cowdy was going to handle this. I take a moment to gather my thoughts, quietly inhaling. Okay, so yesterday, Cowdy and I rode my bike out to the mall. Sho seems about to make a remark, but his eyes dart toward Cowdy, and he says nothing. Probably smart. On our way back from the mall, my bike wasn't working right. It wouldn't brake. Wrong brake, in this case, B-R-A-K-E, which you have used properly before. And even when I tried to access the controls through the display, I was locked out. Everyone seems to react with various states of shock or confusion. What? That's not normal. Obviously, Sho. So wait, you were driving down the road without brakes? See, like there you did it fine. I nod. Also, I don't know if you can see my mouse when I'm like circling it around words or anything, so... And the bike only got faster. What? No way! Broseph, how'd you two even... His gaze darts back and forth between me and Cowdy. He got us out of it. We hopped the barrier on the side of the road and made it into the water. Dude, that's insane! That's like action movie insane! Mayu shrinks down a little bit. So you think someone did that on purpose? Cowdy nods. Just the day before, he learned some pretty crucial things about his core. Its secrets may have fallen into the wrong hands. The group seems to hold its breath. And now they might be trying to tie up loose ends. That's terrible. Can't you go to the authorities? At that, a weak chuckle escapes me. Trust me, with how fast we were going, the authorities came to us. Ugh, you're killing me, Broseph. See, it's capitalized here. Ah! If this weren't so serious, it would be so cool. Cowdy glances at Sho. The police are inspecting my bike now for signs of tampering. It always could have just been some sort of malfunction. But we have to treat it like it was something intentional. So, what does that really mean for us? What did we do differently? Cowdy opens her mouth to speak, then hesitates before letting out a sigh. I don't know. I wish there was a simple answer, but if there is, I don't know it. Just... She pauses again, grinding her jaw, growing visibly more frustrated. We just can't let them get away with something like that. We can't give them another chance, or they could... Some people in the diner start to look at us. Mayu shifts uncomfortably, then sets a hand on Cowdy's shoulder. Cowdy, please calm down. This isn't... Cowdy jerks her shoulder away. Don't tell me to calm down. We could have died. We almost died. Would you just calm down if this were Sho we were talking about? Oh, snap. Cowdy, that's not fair. This isn't about what's fair. None of this is fair. Cowdy. Sho's voice is surprisingly calm. Go take a break. Get some air. Splash some water on your face. You're better than this. Cowdy freezes and looks at Mayu, quivering beside her. I'm sorry. Man, good guy Sho. He really, stood up there. And poor Cowdy. Before anyone can say anything, Cowdy scoots her chair back and gets up, briskly walking off toward the exit. The group relaxes, but the air is still thick with tension. Sho lets out a long, quiet breath. This definitely could have gone better. I let out a huff of a sigh myself. Look, guys, I feel like I need to apologize on her behalf. It might be hard to imagine being in the situation we were in, but it really was terrifying in the moment. One wrong turn and we both would have been dead. And now she thinks someone's after me. And I don't know if she's wrong. I definitely don't envy your position, Broseph. I'm sorry about what happened. Yeah, me too. You alright, Mayu? Though biting her lip, she gently nods. Alright. Well, that's basically what the meeting was about, so you guys can leave whenever you're ready. I'm gonna go make sure Cowdy's alright. Good luck, man. I meet Sho's gaze and we exchange a small nod. Then he scoots closer to Mayu, wrapping a comforting arm around her shoulders. I like to think that nod was a boyfriend tacitly understanding kind of thing. I briefly meet Yuna's gaze too, but she looks away. Be safe. I will. You guys too. With that, I push my chair back and stand up, heading toward the door Cowdy had left through. Outside, I peer around, but I don't see her. My heart skips a bit as countless possibilities race through my mind, but I take a deep breath and pull out my phone. Cowdy, where are you? No response. Uh-oh. Cowdy, I'll leave you alone if that's what you want. Just let me know you're okay. Okay, good. My heart skips again at the vibration, and I quickly check the response. I need some time. I let out a long sigh of relief, but concern still plagues me. Alright, I'm here for you if you need me, Cowdy. Please remember that. I wait outside the diner for a couple more minutes in case she would respond, but she doesn't. Taking a deep breath, I slip my phone back into my pocket, slowly exhaling. It feels like the day has only just begun, but already I'm exhausted. After some lunch, I might just crawl back into bed. With home in mind, I slip my hands into my pockets and start making my way back down the sidewalk toward the nearest bus stop. Stay safe, Cowdy. It'll all be okay in the end. I certainly hope so, man. I hope we get a good ending. Eventually, I imagine we will, but maybe it depends on my choice, I don't know. Eventually, the bus rolls up to the stop, and everyone waiting starts to board. I scan my card and find a place to sit. As the bus starts to move, I turn my gaze to the window to idly watch the world pass by. I really had thought that meeting was going to go better. I can't help but feel bad for everyone, Cowdy included. Maybe especially. Maybe she's right. If someone really is after me, we need to do something. To be proactive instead of just reactive. But we still don't know for sure who's responsible. Cowdy seems to think it's tied to Eludian Enterprises, and I think she's right. I'd made a bit of a scene at their offices about my core. And maybe that's why the CEO was so gracious in talking to me. Resting my head against the window, I close my eyes, letting out a quiet breath. Let's say that Eludian Enterprises is responsible. What then? They might be fairly new on the gear scene, but they've already made a name for themselves. They already have a good reputation and resources at their disposal. And what proof do I have? Of anything? None. I have my core data on a flash drive, and that's it. I just don't know. I'm almost in a daze as I step back into the house, closing and locking the door behind me. By this point, I don't even feel hungry. Heading upstairs, I slip into my room and collapse onto my bed, waiting for sleep to take me. I take in a sharp breath as the vibration of my phone wakes me, and open my eyes to find my room already bathed in the orange glow of evening. Oh. I'd probably slept a little too long. Sitting up, I pull out my phone and check the message. It was from Valerie. Hey, hon. Think you could come by the hangar? I'm hoping you can take Eagle through a few simulations. Fair enough. Though still a little groggy, I text out a response. Yeah, I'll head over. Heading downstairs, I idly turn my head back over my shoulder. I'm heading out, Nikki. Don't wait up. With that, I step outside and head back toward the bus stop. I'm glad they still run this late, but I might have to crash with Show or Cowdy tonight. Hopefully one of them won't mind at least. Cowdy might still be a little peeved, but I imagine Show would be cool with it. He'd probably just want to play video games all night, which would be fun! After an uneventful ride, I arrive on campus. Starting to make my way toward the hangar, I pull out my phone. Alright, just got here. You still at the hangar? Mm-hmm. I'm a patient girl. Cool, be there in a sec. Before too much longer, I reach the hangar and walk in, my feet automatically taking me toward Eagle's docking station. Up ahead, I see Valerie working at the docking station's terminal. Though as I grow closer, she looks back at me, smiling. Hey there, handsome. Glad you could make it. Almost immediately, she turns her attention away from me and back to the terminal. All these pet names still, by the way, when in this reality, given that I took the Cowdy route, she should have a boyfriend. Leading me on. Almost immediately, she turns her attention away from me and back to the terminal. Big chunk. So, you said you didn't want the overdrive capacity in your core anymore, correct? I won't ask why, but I figured either you and I could spend days working together on building a new core, which I can't say sounds too bad if I'm being honest, or I could just manipulate the data already existing in your core. At that, I perk up. What? How? I wiped my core 2 days ago. I had a backup. What, like blueprints? Those two. She glances back at me, giving a wink. You're not the only one with flash drives. My brow furrows slightly. I don't remember you asking for my permission for that. I might just reword that as I don't remember you asking me permission for that. I don't know, the wording seems a little awkward to me. Whoops. She giggles, shaking her head as she quickly strokes a few more keys. Don't worry, everything about your overdrive should be gone now. Now it should behave like any boring ordinary core. So what I think you mean is, thank you, and you're welcome. My expression falters. Right. Thanks, Valerie. She lets out another airy giggle. Good boy. Now climb up into your gear and run the usual test for me. I'll be waiting. Alright, you got it. Valerie briefly turns her attention back to the terminal and starts to lower the lift. And once it's touched down, I step up onto it. Once the lift is about level with Eagle's chest, I open the hatch and climb inside. Back in the cockpit. Oh yeah. Gear initialization sequencing complete. Eagle, please run a comprehensive check. System in progress. Just like before, I sit back and let Eagle do its thing. The lights along the display pulse with changing colors, flowing from red to orange to yellow, and, finally, green. All system functions normal. I nod slightly. Eagle, start up a simulation match against AI. Initializing AI simulation. Here we go. A few seconds later, the display changes. The AI load in, and I take hold of the controls. My gaze splits from one to the other. I'll have to take out the melee gear first, but I should be able to avoid the ranged gear's fire if I play my angles carefully. Once the melee's out of the way, the other will be no problem. Alright, you ready, Eagle? Let's do this! Hold on. Never mind. I let go of the controls and shift to the side to better slide my hand into my pocket, pulling out my phone. I check my messages, and my brow furrows slightly. It's a number I don't recognize. I tap on the message to open it up. Oh snap, is this a bad message? Hello, Riz. I hope this message finds you well. We have been watching you. Your piloting performances have been impressive, and not just thanks to your rather unique core. You too are worthy of praise. But unfortunately, recent events have spurred us into action. No further attempts on your life will be made if you fulfill one request. Fulfill should have 2 L's, I'm pretty sure. It has 1 there. Simply relinquish everything you have on your core to us by midnight. The location is attached to this message. Now, I almost wouldn't say anything about Fulfill, since this is a text message, and people have their own little quirks with text messages, you know? But this dude seems very proper about it, so he would spell it correctly, I'd imagine. And I'm pretty sure it's F-U-L-F-I-L-L. And if you ever wish to see her again, you'll come alone. Any suspicion of police contact and she won't live to see the sunrise. Oh no! Godspeed. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. My heart races in my chest, and I swallow hard, opening the attachment. 30 numbers. Shaking my head, I quickly input the coordinates into Eagle's computer. The displays show results of some stadium. That's where they wanted me to go? There's no way. They couldn't have taken her. A few seconds pass before I blink back into focus, quickly dialing her number. A sigh greets me on the other end. Had they just been bluffing? Hello? I let out a huff of a breath in relief. Cowdy! Thank God you're okay! What? What's going on? Did something happen? Yeah, I got a text from some unknown number saying they had you, and that I had to take everything about my core to some arena. What? Where are you? What exactly did they say? I'm at the hangar. They said that... The words stop in my throat and I tense up, my eyes widening. Nikki. Right. Her. The pronoun game. And Nikki was going out this evening. Oh no! Oh no, yeah, when I left house I called back over my shoulder and I didn't get a response! Oh no! Okay, calm down. I'll get to the hangar as soon as possible, okay? We'll figure this out. Cowdy, I need to go. No, don't! Don't hang up on... Nikki doesn't pick up. Nikki! Hello? Kaito, is Nikki there? No, Nikki went out with Ken tonight. Is everything okay, bud? I just hang up on him. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Why do you do this to me? Don't give me Eminem lyrics. As I hang up the phone again, another call immediately coming through. As soon as I answer it, I hear Cowdy's voice. Especially don't do it during a tense moment like this. I will almost inevitably speak the lines. Please, don't do anything stupid. I'll find you. I'm coming right now. What if they have Nikki? They'll have both of you if you do this. You can't trust their word. Whatever they said, just don't. Call the police. Call the police. Wait for Cowdy. I'm sorry. I don't think I could risk it, you know? Like, I don't know if they would actually kill Nikki off if I chose these. I don't know, but like, the text said to come alone, and if they had a suspicion, not even if they saw the police, but if they had a suspicion of police activity, they would kill her. So I definitely can't involve the police, and they said to come alone, so I don't even think I can involve Cowdy. I think I've got to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cowdy. Wait, so... I'm sorry. Maybe they are bluffing. Maybe Nikki really is just having a good time with her boyfriend. But I can't take that chance, exactly. And I can't risk involving the police if they really do have her. I have to do this alone. Who am I calling now? Hey there. Is everything okay? I need you to open the hangar doors. Right, that makes sense. Okay. Genuine shock enters her voice. What? Why? They might have my sister. Someone might have taken Nikki. I need to go, so I'm jetting with Eagle out of there. She pauses for just a few seconds on the other end. Okay. I tensely wait for the hangar doors to begin opening, and once they do, my grip on my controls tightens. As soon as there's enough room to slip out, I rush off into the night. I'm coming, Nikki. Please be okay. Bad, man.
Cue outro, go!